Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and welcome everybody. Welcome to day 23 of the... got a bit of an audio issue here. I'm hearing myself 3-4 times. Sorry about that, everyone. Welcome to day 23 of the crypto challenge. Let me get myself coordinated a little bit. It's a Saturday evening. I know a lot of people are probably relaxing at home. A lot of people probably just unwinding down at the local bar or wherever it is that traders usually go when they want to unwind and relax. So, welcome. Somebody saying they got some echo. Yes, I do apologize for that. I hope you don't have any echo anymore. Still do, techie. Double sound. Ah. Okay, 1 second. Allow me just very quickly to check something. And we should be back, and everything should be fine and dandy and all beautiful. Guys, give a thumbs up or something if the audio is okay. Apologies for that. I was messing around a little bit with my audio system earlier on, and as a result, I think I accidentally messed up a setting somewhere. So hopefully everything should be good and nice and fine and dandy. So welcome everybody. Let's start off with our daily tradition of the crypto challenge. Come in and check our balance. I'm not expecting it to have really gone up. In fact, because Bitcoin has gone down quite a bit, I'm expecting it to go a little bit lower. So 1324.66, and we come down here and we go 1324.66. So that is down almost the gains that we had yesterday. Still okay, perfectly fine. Let's have a look at our orders. Remember guys, we put in some orders yesterday for OMG, for Wahby and Walton. Our orders for OMG were filled very nicely. They actually hit at a very good point, and if we come back up and we have a look at, in fact, let's have a look on the TA chart. I think it might be a little bit easier. We come here to OMG, BTC, and we have a look on Binance. And then we can see down here, which was the place where we highlighted, I believe, where we wanted to buy. And we came down and we touched 1666. We also touched down to 1663. And if we come back to our orders again, you can see that our orders were at 1704, 1695, 1685. So it went just a tiny weeny bit below our target, but that is still good. You know, you can never get it always on exactly on the money, but we got it relatively close, and that is good enough. However, Wahby, we put in some orders for Wahby and they did not trigger. And I was waiting all day and I was watching Wahby and I was like, should I do a quick mini stream where we actually adjust our order, or would it be better for us just to come back and reflect on it a bit later on? And so that is what we're going to be doing. So we put in orders at 14522, 622 and 722 satoshis, and the lowest point that we came to was 148. I don't like that big candle, it messes up the chart slightly. Okay, so we came down to 148 and we cut off the stream around this point here. Okay, we're already a little bit up. So after the stream, the lowest point we came down to was 14796. And we had one at 722. Unfortunately, 20 odd satoshis didn't actually trigger yet so far. And since then, Wahby has just kind of been going up. So let's go over to our TA chart and let's make a quick look at Wahby. Mr. Wahby. Okay, we're going to come over to Wahby, and as you guys can see here, we had drawn a nice uptrend line showing where exactly things will be, and the date today is 25 my local time, so we are looking at 24 around 1 AM. That can't be right. Yes, it can be right. Maybe I added this line in earlier on today. Can't remember now. This does not quite seem right in my mind. what am I looking at? I'm looking at 15-minute chart, so then this must be right. So Wahby didn't quite come down as far as we had hoped, okay? And when it hit this line, it just started following it. It bounced off. It dropped down a little bit below that line and came back up and just kept on following that line again. And if we have a look at our orders, we can see we had at 14722 down to 14522. And we go back again, flip back. Here we go. So we had at 14722 all the way down here. Actually, let's put in some nice horizontal lines just to mark out where they were. Double click and coordinates 14722. So that there was our buy, and we didn't hit it, and we just kept on going up. Now there's we gotta have a close look at how we want to deal with this, okay, because we are still expecting the major growth on it. Bitcoin did have quite a bit of a drop today. I don't know why that's on 5 minutes. Have a look at the 1 hour chart. Bitcoin did have a bit, I say a bit, it had quite a drop from yesterday when it was dropping, and then again today. Yeah, and then again today it was kind of just dropping even more and then started to go back up again. Sorry, there we go. Where was the stream time? The stream time ended here. So on this candle here is when the stream ended and we broke through and we just started dropping all the way down. So far we've had a bit of a bounce. We're coming back down again on the latest 1 hour candle. If we have a look at the 15-minute candle, shows quite an interesting story as well. We had some major drops in relatively short space of time, and let's just come through. We are going to change this into yellow just so that then it is quite visible, and just drawing some quick random lines, as people like to call them. Oops, don't go down there. So okay, so we effectively had inverted flag after flag and then a little bit more of a kind of drop. We dropped all the way down to 93, can't remember what it was. What we got down to about 93.50, I think was where we reached. Is that correct? Yeah, just below 93.50. We had a small bounce back up. Still monitoring right now to see where this red candle here goes. That is why our dollar value has gone down, because if you guys remember, a lot of our money is actually just in Bitcoin because we were waiting to buy alts. So even though Bitcoin dropped a lot, Wahby didn't really. Neither did a lot of the other alts. And this was a good sign in the fact that the alts are no longer bleeding crazy when Bitcoin drops. So we're going to adjust our Wahby order right now. Okay, we're going to assume if we extend this line outwards like this, okay, we are getting quite close to the line here. Let's switch off auto mode so that it doesn't disrupt too many people, and we can even zoom in a bit. We're constantly almost, you know, we love touching this line. So why not come through? We are on a red candle right now. We can come in and we can just buy the full amount that we wanted to buy at the, not the market price, but we're going to put in an order. We want to buy a total of 126 Wahby. So let's just cancel these 3 orders here. And we want to buy 126 Wahby. I'm just watching right now, checking out the order book to see how things are going. We just flipped over from being in a red to being in a green. That is interesting. Unless this guy, there we go. That's why. Always double check. Always scroll across and double check, guys. You want to make sure you're looking at the latest candles and not some historical stuff. So we have got a red there. Let's go and check our indicators right now. So we can see that MACD is coming up quite a lot and quite wide as well. RSI on Wahby has always kind of been around the middle. Doesn't really move that much from the middle position unless there is a major spike or major action there. So relying on RSI right now I'm not going to use it for this trade because of the fact that it just likes to bounce around the middle quite often. However, we're looking over here that we may potentially flip over and start to come back down a bit. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to come in here, look at the current price. This wall I think has been here for a while, or there's yep. So it seems actually that there's a bot who puts in 1286, or maybe it could even be a person constantly putting in 1286 as an order, and then either it gets eaten or it gets removed. And we can watch the trade history here. Okay, there doesn't actually seem to be much movement here. Yep, so that's definitely a wall that's being moved about because it's not showing up in the trade history here. If we were seeing orders come through here for that, you know, equal to that amount, and it was coming and going, then that would be fair. But every time a little bit gets eaten or something, then the wall gets removed and something else comes in its place. Just watching right now. Thing is, guys, we don't want to miss out on Wahby, but at the same time we don't want to go crazy with it because it's more of a longer term, or not really longer term, but because it's a coin that we're going to hold for a while. What I'm going to do is, it's already come down quite a bit now. We have a sell at 15358, and if we ignore this top one here, it becomes 15293. And if you look at the depth chart, well, currently because of this little order, we'll wait for that to disappear. It will tell us the gap effectively between them. And this guy's coming back in again. We're just going to go one above him. Just buy it, set it, forget it. We said we're going to buy 126. Okay. And we're just going to click. We're not going to click yet. We're not going to click yet. Hold on. I just saw another pattern. I just want to confirm it before I click buy. I'm just watching the bot or the person who's putting in this 1000 order. The silence commences. Okay, I'm going to go down. I'm going to put it in at 15215 instead. Okay, I'm not confident that this is actually anything real. I have the strong feeling that this here just disappears quite easily. So we're going to do 15215, which is 15215. We're looking at down here, which is on this line. No, if we do 15215, we're going to miss it. Okay, let's go with our original plan. We're just going to go in 152. And these bots here keep on moving, so let's put it just below them at 77. And let's put our order in there. And we'll watch it and we'll see, and potentially by the end of the stream then we will maybe move it around. Someone was saying inverted flag, maybe bear flag. Yep, sorry, I called them inverted flags. Bear flag, yes. I think that was in reference to earlier. Guys, if you are on the YouTube and you wish to ask a question, please put a capital letter Q so I know it's addressed to the stream and not just a comment, you know, a random comment. And if you are on the Discord server, please be sure to tag me. I'm joined today, we've got Damilon for a short while, we have Grizz and Jeff, and today for the first time ever we have Simon. Hello Simon, I hope you are doing well, sir.
Hey, I'm doing good, how are you?
Doing great. So we've adjusted our Wahby, okay. We also had an order for Walton, and that was at 20522, and if we have a look at Walton, we can see it's gone up quite a bit already today. Not that much of an issue. We are currently on some reds, and I'm just going to go and take another quick look at Bitcoin just to see what Bitcoin is doing, because what is this line? I can't even remember what this line is. Just delete that, it's confusing. So Bitcoin is coming down slightly. Sparky Mark missed how many? 126 Wahby. It was yesterday we did 3 orders of 42, so we just combined them all into one. Okay, Bitcoin looks okay so far. A lot of people believe we had our bounce down here, our major bounce at 9.3 or 9.350. Again, I'm going to monitor it. I didn't go into USDT earlier because going into USDT prior to this part here, I was asleep. And then here, I was still kind of in bed. And then by the time I kind of woke up, it was like, the worst of it's over. You know, let's just stick out the rest of it. You know, and just adapt the strategy after that. Okay, so we want to have a look now at Walton. And I believe, yes, this is going to be our lovely colorful chart. Okay, here is our colorful chart. If you guys remember now, we drew this green line yesterday. We are on the 15-minute, that is correct. And if we pull this up, don't know why it wasn't actually touching the points there. Okay, we can see how Walton had some strong growth literally as we closed the stream yesterday. Okay, came to 1 o'clock, and then by 1:30, you know, during the stream it was already quite high, and then by 2 o'clock it had gone back down again. This is my local time, which is CET, and then again it kind of pumped up a bit, it went level, and it's coming back again. Current price 21731. I think we could potentially come back down a bit, so I'm going to go down with a order of 216. Is where I'm going to put our order for a little bit more Walton. And after doing some quick maths yesterday, we wanted to buy 3 Walton. I'm going to up that to 5 Walton at 216. So we're on Walton right now, and we're going to come down here, and we're going to go with 21622, the magic number, and we're going to go, we said 5 Walton. No, hold on. There we go. Not 52, please, just 5 Walton. We're going to buy 5 more Walton to add on to the Walton that we already have. Going to click buy. There we go. Did we delete the previous one? Yes, we did. So here's our open orders, guys. Okay. This is what our open orders currently are. OMG, we can have a look at what OMG did. We will have a look at it on the trading view. Did we already have a look at OMG? We did. Yeah, why am I looking at it again? Sorry about that, guys. I'm having a little bit of a discombobulated day. Yep, okay, so I've seen that there's a few people here asking right now how much we have in the balance, how much we have, what did the 1,500 turn into. We started actually with 1,400 or just over 1,400. As we started the first stream, Litecoin dropped quite a bit in price. So by the time we started the stream, we actually lost $80 prior to the start of the stream. So technically we started with 1,420. We're only down 6.73%. And we spent a long time in USDT. However, we have adjusted our daily target, and our aim now is to get 3.3% daily compounded gains, which after 182.5 days will take us over 250,000. And we're not worried, because when this next bull run happens, we're holding some pretty good coins, which will give us some very decent profits. And in fact, today we are going to be introducing a new coin. And Simon has very kindly offered to introduce the coin because he has been holding it for a long time. I'm not too personally familiar with it. You know, I do know about the coin, but I'm not, you know, I don't know everything about it. So I thought it might be better to bring in someone who is more knowledgeable, more experienced, and kind of on a little bit of a, what would you call it, friendlier level with the coin. Simon?
Sure. Yeah, I would say that.
So you've been trading it since
Iota.
September, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Iota's been, you know, it's been rough to handle. It's definitely not the most. It's not a coin that you really are gonna guess where it's gonna go with a high success rate, I would say.
Yeah.
But I
Yep.
mean, that's, you know, but to talk about IOTA, so what it is it's on the IoT, the Internet of Things. It's built not on blockchain but on Tangle, and it's relatively new. There's only a few coins that are built on the Tangle, so pretty much we can look at the blockchain like MySpace and the Tangle like Facebook. It's newer, and it's refined. So
I
with
can
IOTA, they have sure.
ju- just
Go ahead.
guys quickly because I know a lot of you are probably wondering what the hell is Tangle. Tangle works on the premise of if you enter a transaction, you have to verify two others. And so therefore the system, instead of working on mining or proof of stake or whatever it is, it's simply done on a per transaction basis. If you want to do a transaction, you therefore have to also verify two transactions, and that helps keep the whole system just moving along without requiring the crazy insanity of what some coins need. I just dropped that in there. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So talking about IOTA, in terms of being able to make money off your investment. So time and time again, we have seen that the team is able to meet deadlines, and that's huge when you want a coin that you expect to spike in price. You want investors to have confidence in the coin, and the team's doing what they say they're going to do. With IOTA, I've experienced that time and time again. When it first came out, there's a lot of suspicion and hesitation regarding is IOTA going to be able to do what it says it can do? Are the rumors true about its partnerships? And each rumor has been proven to be true. When I first bought IOTA, it was at 80 cents, and it continued to drop down to 40 cents. It was my first investment in the crypto market, and so I was disheartened to say the least, but I held on, and we hit $5 back in middle November, I want to say. So we can look to that as a nice mark of the potential of IOTA. And that what happened there was that there was a lot of hype built around IOTA partnering with Microsoft. And so, as we've seen with a lot of coins, these hype trains don't last too long, and they usually hit these spikes, and then they continue to go down until the next breakout. I would say the best example of this is with XRP. If you look at that chart, you can see mountains on mountains. But IOTA right now is definitely poised to break out. If you can look at the chart, I'm looking at the daily, and it's in a huge pennant. And it's also only $1.75, which is a great price. Recently, they just announced news of a partnership with Volkswagen, literally a day ago. So that's big. So Volkswagen and IOTA are going to be joining forces, and IOTA is going to help it with cars. That's the main thing with IOTA is that it's a machine-to-machine economy. That's what it's going to be used for. Mainly, it can do this because of the fact that it has free transactions and it's super fast and incredibly scalable. And
Yep.
so,
So
based
yeah.
off that, as soon as this market gets more healthy, we're going to see IOTA gain momentum, and hopefully hit the $5 mark and go past it. I expect it to be $10 to $20, no doubt. Hopefully by the end of the year.
Okay, guys. So this here is the chart of IOTA, and I did try to overlay, but I accidentally switched to it. The Bitcoin chart, okay, USDT, and we can see that it when Bitcoin had its major run, IOTA really bled. Okay, and the same happened with a lot of coins. They really bled. And that was a major issue. You know, for IOTA holders. Some people are coming in. Some people are coming in asking that apparently there was issues with the wallets and people couldn't get their coins off of the exchanges and money going missing. Simon, do you want to? Oh, you're still here. Yes. Do
Yeah,
you want to maybe
certainly.
talk about that?
So the wallet issue has been coming up a lot, and a big reason for that is that they've constantly been doing updates and trying to improve the user interface. Recently, I've been in Tether, and so I've not been using cold storage at all. I haven't been using their wallet, so I'm not too sure what the current standing is with that. But I know that IOTA is constantly working, and any issues that they might be experiencing are certainly temporary and nothing
Yeah.
to be overly worried about long term.
Greylan is saying that the funds reappear from what he understands, and if the team is constantly actively developing the wallets, etc., there could have been a simple bug which shows perhaps a negative, or not a negative, but a zero balance or something was going on. I did quick research on the project and the team earlier on, just to confirm, you know, that we're not going to be buying into a crazy coin for the challenge, and I am confident in it. I am confident with what I read. I am confident with the stuff that I found. It is due to have let's see, I've just got my notes here. I believe it is due to have a good rise. It should at least go back to somewhere near the previous levels, you know, at least in the middle of the drop. You know, we're looking at potentially a very, very good climb of approximately maybe 15 to 20% over the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, I think that's certainly feasible.
And I know,
there's a ton of coins with a pattern similar to Iota. It seems like a lot of alts, you know, they all broke out at a certain point, and with Bitcoin, they've just been going up and down and kind of mellowing out as Bitcoin seems to be, you know, turning slightly bullish. So I think, without a doubt, you're going to be able to experience 20% across the board with these coins in coming months as soon as Bitcoin decides what it wants to do.
Yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting to watch this and see how this coin recovers. I know quite a few people on the team are actually watching Iota and actively investing in Iota. So we're going to pick up some Iota. Just having a look at it right now. Somebody said that there is a pennant forming on Iota. This is on the hourly. Let me scroll up and see who mentioned that. I can't remember where they mentioned that. I don't particularly see a pennant on the hourly. However, I do see... I don't want to make any calls. Again, guys, I'm not really a TA guy. There is one pattern, though, that I saw quite quickly, that I'm sure maybe a few of the other people saw, and that is the possibility of quite a deformed hunchback of Notre Dame style, kind of inverted head and shoulders. Okay. So I checked out some other people's TA on Iota earlier on, and it was all positive. So we're going to put in a buy on Iota. Let's go back to the 15-minute. Let's just see what it's been doing. Who was it that said there was a pennant on Iota? Because I am really not seeing a pennant on Iota.
Yeah, I don't... That's a sketchy looking pennant. It resembles it slightly, but the formation is not... it's really messy.
I mean, if anything, I would say you're probably more likely to see a slight kind of flag, but not actually a textbook flag, more of a kind of slightly... If I can get my lines... Let's switch off the magnet for a second. If I can get the lines a little bit better, you could potentially say that you're seeing a little bit of a deformed flag, which is a possibility. We have bounced off the point several times. Let's now have a look. Someone also said our Walton order triggered, which is very good news. Let's go back to our here. Let's scroll down a little bit and see. Walton order was triggered. Great. And Walton went down to 21584, and our order triggered at 21622. That's okay, because we instantly came back up again. So we're already in profit on this Walton. We're going to add in all of these trades into our sheet after we've done them. So let's check out Iota. Hold on. Okay. I've just realized a big techie derp, which I will have to fix tomorrow, but that's okay. So Iota, we have here 18196, and we will, if we are actually in a flag right now, and judging by the way that it is going on here, and if we go down to, and guys, if you are a TA guy and you're watching the stream and you think that I've missed something, or you believe that I am wrong, by all means come out and say, Techie, what are you doing? You're missing this or you're missing that. Okay, please, by all means, I actually welcome that and I highly encourage it. So if you see a pattern or something on here and you don't agree with this crazy line that I've drawn here, now that we've zoomed in, looks a little bit crazy, then by all means just come on and say, hey, what the hell, man.
Yeah, so typically with a bull flag, it's a little bit, it's usually angled downwards slightly. Yeah. This one is angled upwards. Which
this is why I said it was kind of a deformed, slightly deformed. It's more of a channel than anything else, really. Even if we properly adjust these down, we can see then that we are in more of a channel than anything else. I'm going to ignore these big spikes here. I don't know what the hell they are. Doesn't quite make sense. Simon, what would you put an order at for Iota? I'm putting
for
a bit on the
Iota,
spot here, isn't it?
Excuse me, you lagged out a little bit there, but I believe. Yeah, so I would say. I see the YouTube video is lagging. Is this me, or can you guys hear me?
No, we can hear you. I think we can hear you. Okay. If anyone's got any lag, please let us know.
So personally, I wouldn't be that confident in putting an order in, in the 18 range, as I'm not too sure when. Personally, I believe Bitcoin's going to dip back down to test, 9,300 again before it does anything.
Yep.
And the recent increase we can see on Iota, it went up 6% today. That is definitely solely based off the Volkswagen news.
Yep.
So I'm not sure how long that's going to hold out with this increase. Like, we could potentially see it drop back down to 1,700 in the next days if Bitcoin goes bearish.
Okay.
So I think you could, it's not like you're going to be losing that much. You might just be down like 5% if that were to happen. But I guess a safe placement would be 17.5, because I don't see Iota, I don't see Iota breaking out, in the next few days.
Okay. I am just drawing some random squiggly lines right now on BTC. Okay.
There's a ton of resistance at 17.5 if you look at the chart. So it looks like before it would do anything drastic, it should at least test that again.
Let's come in here. We have at 18,054, we have at 18, and then again at 17, a little bit at 17.5. Okay, what we're going to do, guys, is let's monitor this, okay, and let's watch BTC and see how BTC reacts by the end of the stream. We've got the 15-minute charts open here, so we've still got room for another couple of candles on BTC, and then let's see how that goes, and then we can bring in, and then we can essentially bring in, we can see which way it's going to go. If BTC does continue to break up, then it does work along with several pieces of TA that we have seen of people saying that we will have a bounce at 9.3. I don't know why that line is up there. At 9.3, so this could potentially have been the bounce. So let's monitor Iota, and then we'll come back at the end of the stream and we will potentially put in a buy on Iota, and just see which way it's going to go. If it breaks above this line here, again, this is a strong line. We've hit once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Looks like it may be coming back up to retest this line once again, and if it does, then we may potentially buy, set a buy and check it out in a few hours and update it in the Discord server. If you guys are joining us for the first time, please be sure to check out the website. It's linked in the video description. Over there, you'll find all the information about the challenge. You will also find out about the Discord server where you can go and join. We are currently hosted on the CoinVX Discord server. We have our own rooms and everything there. It's a big community there with a lot of trading chat going on and some resources and some great announcements for some new things happening in this next coming few weeks for the server. So you may find it a very, very valuable resource for your trading life, I guess, in a way. All right, so we will check this out. We'll check this out by the end of the stream, and we will see how it's going to go. Let's quickly just go through now, because again we're running out of time. Restricting the streams down to 1 hour now makes things a little bit tighter than I like. Let's go in and put our OMG orders into our sheet. So we're going to come in here, trades. And it looks a little bit messy. I can't remember now. We sold all of these, didn't we? So all of these guys here can be marked in green. Let's mark them in green. It's been a while since we've entered anything here. Let's copy this line here and put it down here. And we're going to need 1. Didn't quite work. 1, 2, 3. That's for the 3 OMG orders, and then 1 for the Walton. So we'll adjust the date here to, what is the date today? 25, sorry, I always forget, US, 02/25/2018. And this here was OMG. Okay, and we can come down here and put that in there. And we also bought a bit of Walton. So now let's transfer over our things. OMG, we bought 1685.95, 1685.95 and 704. Did I copy that? I didn't copy it, did I? There we go. Come back here now. Okay, so I'm just going to put that in here. Modify these ones. We said 95 and 704. And I believe we bought 333. 443. Okay, so this one was 344. And obviously this is not the correct price for them right now. And just to see, you know, how OMG is doing, let's get rid of Iota. Let's go back to our favorites. OMG 0.001703, 0.001703, I believe it was. It's only an approximate. Okay, so we'll put those in there, and we can see how we are doing in terms of profit wise already. Our Walton order that we put in, and again Walton is a little bit longer. We're not going to sell it immediately. Walton we bought at 21,622, and we bought 5 Walton at that price. So Walton, come in here. And we bought 5 Walton. Okay. We're going to ignore this current price here for now. All right. So let's monitor, see how Iota is going to be. We're also potentially going to pick up, not today though, we may have a look and see how the market moves tomorrow and then decide to pick some up. We may potentially pick up some other coins. We've been speaking about Ion for a few days, and we're going to introduce that. And then we also spoke about Ethereum, and we were going to introduce that as well. So let's just keep an eye on Iota, and we will watch it and see how it all goes.
Hey, can I recommend a coin real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
You guys all remember AST, right?
Yep. We haven't spoken about it on the stream yet, but yeah.
If you look at it on the hourly, it is showing signs of a bull flag that's way more clean than Iota. If you want to check that out real quick. And it's definitely primed for a nice breakout.
You said on the hourly?
Yes. Yeah, you're looking at that right there.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yep. Yep, that is. And again, we've got the beautiful giant wicks that I love to ignore. Okay, we're going to monitor this as well, guys, because we don't normally just buy into a coin without introducing it first on stream, and we only technically have 18 minutes left, although we always go over by a little bit, so sorry to anyone whoever likes to clock off at exactly the right time. Let's keep a watch on Iota, but we wanted to introduce it to you guys because potentially we may put a buy on it tomorrow during the day at some point. Right. Oh, I need a quick drink of water, so just excuse me for a second. Okay. Oh, that was nice. Someone saying nice bull flag on wings too, could break out next few hours. I think there's actually quite a few coins who will be following the exact same patterns. My poor Ethereum.
Wow, wings is, yeah, it's up 20%, 24%.
Okay. I'm just watching the Iota on here right now, just to see.
But yeah, you're quite right. There's, I mean, almost all these coins are moving in conjunction with Bitcoin right now.
Yeah, and Bitcoin, I don't know why we switched this one over. Let's go back to BTC. Okay, so Bitcoin right now 9619, 9610. We're going to see how Bitcoin moves. If Bitcoin does decide to take back off again or go up, it's not going to follow these lines. These here are just approximate lines since I'm testing out Elliott wave crazy stuff, and I just decided just to draw this in here to see how Bitcoin is going to move in accordance with what I am so far experimenting with. All right, so question. Sorry I'm late. What's the deal with BTC? The deal with BTC is that there is potential that we did have a bounce. Many people are of that belief that we bounced. However, there is still a risk that this was not an actual bounce and that we may continue to go down slightly. Julian saying, I think you said that at the end of the year you'll probably retire from the market for a few months, put everything in USDT. Isn't it safer to put it on a currency like Euro, for instance, platform like Kraken? Kraken is definitely not safer. I wouldn't keep any money at all on any exchange. USDT, I believe if USDT is moving over to the Ethereum network, or there is Tether issue, like Ethereum issued USDT, and so I will probably move to that at the end of the year and just transfer it over to my Ledger Nano and just store it on there, and that's the end of it. That's basically it. That's the safest thing. Never keep money on an exchange for an extended period of time, guys. Just don't do it. You never know what's going to happen to an exchange at any point in time. There have been too many cases of money being left on exchanges and then something happening to the exchange, and then whoops, everyone suddenly lost their money. So we don't want a repeat of that. Happened once already in the crypto world. No, I'm not going to quit crypto. I'm just going to take a break during the major corrective markets that like to happen January, February time. So I will take a 2.5 month break. I'll probably go traveling, maybe sailing, or I don't know what I'm going to do with my time yet, and then just come back when the market recovers. Just a lot easier. All right, so before we run out of time, this is Mind Week. Yesterday we ran out of time. We weren't able to do anything. For those of you who didn't check out the first day, day number 21, I believe it is. Let me just quickly go back and check in the announcements. Day number 22. Okay. In day number 22, we introduced the first thing in Mind Week. Okay, which is dealing with essentially dealing with regret. Okay. oh, I should have sold here, oh, I should have bought here, oh, I should have done this, oh, I should have done that, oh, I should have blah, 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 blah. Okay? We spoke about that, and I hope that a lot of you have started to put into practice and start to understand and start to find ways of how you can get through that. The next biggest issue that I have been seeing, and all of MindWeek is currently based off of the current issues that I have been seeing a lot of on the servers. There's one which was maybe more valid last few weeks rather than this week, but it's still a very, very big and valid point, and that is dealing with loss. Okay, I think almost every single trader has lost some money. You know, some money during this big bear market that has been happening, and a lot of people have had a lot of high levels of stress. Okay, and it's not nice when you wake up in the morning and you see red on your portfolio, but you have to realize one fact, okay, that right now we are in a bull market. Okay, and so instead of fearing the red, we should be expecting the red. Okay, because when you fear something and it comes to you, you enter into a state of panic. You cannot think clearly. Okay, did I say bull market? Bear market. Yeah. When you fear something, anything in life, not just in crypto, when you fear something and it happens, your body enters into a state of panic, a state of fight or flight. Okay? That is one of the most primal human instincts, fight or flight. And that happens across anything in life. So, instead of not expecting it, instead of, fearing it, and instead of sitting there in fear and just sitting there going, oh my God, is it going to happen now? Is it going to happen now? Is it going to happen now? The best thing that you can do is that you can expect it. So when it does happen, it is no longer a surprise, okay? Just by simply expecting something to happen, it's a possibility. It might happen. Then when it does actually happen, you no longer enter into that state of fight or flight. You are no longer thinking with the emotions and the chemicals running through your brain and everything. When you see red, you're not going, oh my God, I lost so much money. Oh my God, quick, market sell, click, 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 click. Okay? You are able to think about it and go, okay, well, I thought this was going to happen. Now I can think about how to deal with it. So, no matter what happens in the market, guys, even if we see 1 million greens, okay, all in a row, if we come and we wake up tomorrow morning, okay, and through some crypto miracle, Mr. Nakamoto has revealed himself, and he said that he's going to give every single person who invested in any cryptocurrency 1 million Bitcoin overnight, and he will lock the value of a Bitcoin at $25,000, then, even then, in that case, expect some red. Okay? You gotta be realistic. And this is one of the key things that I see a lot of people aren't able to do. You have to be realistic. You have to understand, if suddenly everybody has 1 million Bitcoin locked in at $25,000, that's it. There's going to be so many Bitcoin in the market, okay? There's going to be so much money in there, and people are going to want to cash out. And they don't care if they cash out at $5,000. They don't care even if they cash out at $2. People will want to cash out. So even in the best case scenario of waking up and Nakamoto changing the world, you can expect to see Bitcoin drop down to $2, and therefore you should expect to see red. You got to remind yourself, whenever you see the big greens, don't get too excited. Don't go, oh yes, I'm making lots of money. Here we go. Don't forget that a red can happen at any time. Again, if you are caught off guard, you go into fight or flight mode. Remaining neutral during your trades is the best way to ensure that your trades remain consistent. Okay? What is consistency in trading? Consistency is you are working like a computer or you are working like a calculator. You don't think, you don't care about the colors. Some of the best traders in the world switch off the colors. They make their candles black and white. They don't care whether it's green or red. And they do that because they know that the color red has been chosen on purpose here. And it is chosen on purpose for traffic lights. And it is chosen on purpose for stop signs and warning symbols and everything. Because the color red has a psychological effect. It shows us that something is wrong. It warns us about something. Okay, so the minute that you are able to detach away from the colors, the minute that you are able to expect something to happen, and if it does happen, then you are able to move forward and trade, again, not affected by it. It's like, it happened. Let me do what I was going to do. Okay, then this allows you to really make better trades. The same thing happens in the opposite as well. If you are in green, okay, don't get all excited. Don't get all too happy. Don't do anything. You got to expect. Green means it's going to be red. If you see red for weeks and weeks, okay, and you are like, oh my God, I have no idea what's going on here, okay? If you see red just coming all the way down, the best thing to do once you see a lot of red, okay, somewhere like up here, is that you go and you seek advice. All right, you go and you seek advice. Don't think, okay? Don't think that, yep, you know what, I'm fine, I'm just going to deal with it by myself and that's it. Technical analysis is based on science and maths, okay? There are people out there who are so gifted in technical analysis that, you know, they must have been, you know, some math, what are they called, those prodigies in a previous life or something, okay? Go and, if you're freaked out, you're not going to be able to go and ask. All right. But if you are calm, you can go to someone, you can say, hey guys, look, I saw that this XYZ is happening right now. What is the general consensus? You know, what do you guys think? How do you guys feel about all of this? Take their advice and follow your plan. And again, now we are talking about a plan. We're going to go more and more into how to deal at that certain point. But the key thing is to understand, all right, what your mind will go through at that time. A lot of people, I do a lot of one-on-one sessions with people, either through chat, typing, or sometimes even voice calls on the Discord server. And people will come to me, they'll say, hey, like, I'm down like 45%, man. What should I do? Okay, like I'm stressed, I'm worried, I don't know what the hell's happening. One of the best pieces of advice, guys, is if things go down and you are feeling stress, you are feeling anxiety, you are feeling whatever it is, you walk away, okay? Just walk away. At the end of the day, this is all digital. This is all ones and zeros, okay? This is all a market. This is something that will go up and it will come down and it will go up again and it will come down yet again. Okay, so long as you check the coins that you're investing into before you invest, so long as you don't come and you just buy something without checking with someone else first, particularly when you're a new trader, okay, then you should be absolutely fine if a coin goes down. I can tell you right now, guys, there are multi-million-dollar traders who will have, you know, like their fingers insured for a stupid amount of money. You know, they will have insane home trading setups where they net, you know, several million every year on their own personal accounts, etc. And believe it or not, one thing, they still have people they call. He will see something on the charts, and he's maybe been trading for 30 or 40. I was watching a YouTube video last night about some guy, okay? He was watching the charts and he noticed something. And the first thing that he did was he picked up his phone. He's an old school trader. They don't have Discord like us. They're not like the new cool kids. He picked up his phone. He called up his friend in Australia or something. He was like, hey man, have you seen this Euro news? What do you think's going to happen, man? Let's have a look. This is what I see. What do you see? Oh, wow. Yeah. All right. I'm going in. Okay. Wish me luck. Yep. Okay. Here we go. It's going up. What do you think? Yeah. I don't know. I might pull out. No. And this kind of connection with another person, whether they are your peer, whether they are above or below or any kind of level, helps to keep you grounded, helps to keep you connected. Just like in the film Inception, You need a little totem. You need something to keep you connected back to reality, to take away the emotional side of things. And you need this in crypto. Okay, if you try to go absolutely solo, you only do your own damn TA, you don't check anyone else's TA, and you just go in, you do your own research, I guarantee you're not going to be as profitable as if you went in asking and seeking advice from other people. Get rid of your ego. Put it aside. When you come to trade, your ego is left at the door. Okay, you come in, you detach, you expect the worst, you prepare for the best. Okay, if something goes tits up, what do? You remain calm. If you can't remain calm, you take a break and you come back. Okay, if you're losing money and you're bleeding money, like right here, if you were bleeding money and you saw that and you started to get a little bit agitated, and you know, you're like, oh man, well, okay, I gotta pull out. Before you pull out, you take a break. Okay, you don't pull out yet. Too often people pull out here and they're like, one red, oh my god, one big red, oh my god, a second big red started, okay, time to get out. And they don't realize that there may have been just any pattern there. They fail to see these signs. They go into fight or flight mode and they pull out and they take decisions before realizing the full potential. I feel like maybe we may have gone on a little bit long with that, guys. We're going to continue TA week. Sorry?
That was good. Well said.
Thank you. We're going to continue TA week, guys. Okay. And we're going to continue, sorry, not TA week. We're going to continue Mind Week this week. We're going to continue talking about various other aspects about the mind and how you can get through a lot of things. Okay. But one of the key things, guys, with trading, okay, one of the key things with trading, don't do it alone. All right? Don't do it alone. I tried to do trading alone when I first came into crypto. It was not good, okay? You need other people there who notice the things, okay? You need to bounce ideas off of other people, and we should all be open to people bouncing ideas off of us and us bouncing ideas off of people. This is what the whole challenge is about, okay? If we come to the challenge website, there is one key section on there, and I suggest everybody goes and reads it if you haven't read it already once the website comes up, okay? If you come down here and you go through here, the project will succeed due to one small fact: wisdom of the crowd. Read more about it here. You click on here, takes you to Wikipedia. You can read all about wisdom of the crowd, okay? And this is one key thing that in crypto is more important than any other possible skill. In my honest opinion, this here is the most important and the most valuable tool that any trader can have. Utilizing wisdom of the crowd. Okay? So please guys go and check it out. Okay, and we will continue tomorrow. So far we're bouncing off of this line. It looks like we came up, we tested it a second time there. Again, we're going to monitor this and see how it goes. Bitcoin so far along this line, it may potentially come up a little bit earlier. So we've kind of gone a little bit over, well, we're on our stream time right now, guys. Again, tomorrow we're going to introduce Ion, AION, and we may also potentially introduce another coin where we buy in. Someone suggested earlier on that at the end of the day we have an open order for Wahby. I think Wahby's going to miss our damn order again. Oh, please don't do this, Wahby. What is Wahby at? 15511. Okay. Wahby's taking it. It's like every time we put in an order for Wahby, guys, it just decides to take off. Hold on. That's at 15277. 15511. Our order is down here in the order book. I'm going to let it sit for a couple of hours, okay? Just a couple of hours, and then before I go to sleep, I may adjust this order once more, and we just buy in, because if Wahby's already started moving, we don't want to be one of those people who just ends up chasing after it, you know, trying to put in an order somewhere just in order to get in. So I'm going to monitor it for the next 2 hours exactly, and after 2 hours, I will either move it or I will feel comfortable leaving it where it is. Okay, so look out for an announcement on the Discord server. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give a thumbs up. If you're enjoying the challenge so far, you're more than welcome to leave some feedback or some comments. If you're not enjoying it or you have some ideas or suggestions, please feel free to reach out to me. It has been a little bit hectic. I am going to be, starting from next week, I have a lot more time to dedicate to the challenge during the day to do a bunch of things. So there will be some more bonus videos coming out here and there. Join the Discord server if you haven't. Follow us on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you click that little bell icon that shows up next to the subscription button so you get notified of everything. And we will catch you guys tomorrow for yet another stream. So I hope you enjoyed today. Take care. And from myself and the team here, we had Grizz. I believe Grizz is driving or something. Jeff as well. Hey, Jeff.
Hello, mate.
Sorry, Jeff. I kind of.
No worries.
Seems like you haven't really spoken much today.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, and thank you very much, Simon, for joining us today. I hope we can have more of you on the stream at some point. So, guys, that's going to be it for now. And I will be on the Discord server in the chat room, in the questions room on the Discord server if you want to ask me a question. So for now, take care, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.